We're official.
We're live.
Hey, not to throw you off or anything, we're actually early.
Crazy.
Making up for time when we have been playing.
They're going to think it's a false start. They're going to hit the red
Yeah,
button.
right. I'm going to hang up on it now.
We're going to make up
Tips
time.
for being awesome.
Right.
That's a
There
tip
we
for
go.
being awesome.
Be
Be
early.
early.
Be
Yes.
early.
But not too early. Because
Don't
that can
be
get,
not
that can get
early.
like
That's
crazy.
weird fast.
Yeah.
30 seconds will do.
Right. So we're an extra person tonight because
Yes,
we're
we have a
joined by
guest.
our pal Jenny from Valpo Life.
Hi,
And we
guys.
actually have all of us here today.
And all of us are here,
The
so
whole
it's
crew.
this is a
We're
full
family,
honored.
full-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full here at Miss Maiden Meats, our go-to place. We keep waiting for the weather.
It's
It's
getting
almost there.
It's
Man,
getting
today
there.
was
Today was
bad.
close.
Thank you. Yes.
They made a solid attempt.
I'll put
But
my
drank-
beverages right front and center.
I thought
here.
yesterday was supposed to be a super great day, and went to go play my golf league.
Yeah.
And it was 15 degrees cooler. It's all of about 10 miles from here. at
Really?
South Haven.
So that was an adjustment.
Oh.
And I didn't properly attire myself. I was like all gung ho for high 60s,
You were
shorts, polo,
Yeah, right.
Instead he shot the high 90s.
dead north wind, and 50. And I've made a rule. My golf league knows this. My friends know this. A lot of people try to shoot their age. I try to shoot under my age. I'm 9 because I'm 52. But I have made a rule that I will not play golf if it's not at least my age.
Temperature.
Oh, I like
So
this. That's
at
smart.
some point, the temperature dropped below that, and I
Wow.
said, "Yeah, we're done. We're done."
Yeah, I can't do that yet.
Chance of rain, and
can't do that. That's too-
I moved on. So
I'm learning
That's
golf
true.
soon.
it's
That should be another option.
I'm
Yeah.
still learning. I've been playing since I was
You
9.
never quit learning.
Yeah.
My son's
Really?
into it now, so I just got him a golf subscription magazine.
Oh,
The
that.
magazine
Okay.
that I bought him for
Okay.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So what are your
I'm
best
getting
tips for me to learn golfing? So Briarleaf's going to teach me.
Don't take it seriously.
But-
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Just have fun.
Just
with it.
enjoy it.
Focus on making
That's
contact
like
with the ball
everything.
first.
Yeah.
And you can, everything else.
The biggest thing is not to overthink it, which is impossible for me. But so I tell myself, my swing thought is don't overthink it, which is kind of an oxymoron. No, it's not. Yeah, it would be.
You just constantly
You just
think.
con-
Don't
don't
overthink it. Don't
overthink
overthink it. Don't overthink it.
Right? Yeah.
Sand trap.
Yeah.
Top, top,
What
top.
happened?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Have you ever driven a race car?
No.
Have you ever driven
I mean,
a
I
race
feel like
car?
that's me driving every day.
Well, it could
but-
be.
Right.
Well, one of the things they do when you teach you to do that is they tell you, like, if you're going around a corner, like, don't look at where you don't want to go because that's where you're going to go. Wherever you look, you're going to go. So like,
Yeah.
when you turn on the wall, you're supposed to look away from the wall, not like because you're going to the
Oh,
wall.
okay.
Where you want to go.
So
where you
yeah,
don't
look where
wanna
you
go.
want to go. Well, it's the same in golf. So like if you look at the woods over there and you say, "Man, I'm going to slice this in the woods," and you're thinking it, that's where the ball's going to
Yeah,
go.
it's magic.
Yeah, it's amazing how it works because you could never, never slice in a million years, and there's some nasty gnarly woods over there, and you're like, man, thank God I don't slice. Whoa, what happened?
Just like
Yeah.
So you got
Just
to,
like
it's
Judge
very, very,
Snails.
very much of, oh, exactly.
no betting at Bushwood, and I never slice.
I never slice.
Well,
Don't think too much.
These right here, these are tips for your life.
Tip.
You know,
Don't
like
think too
these
much.
are
all about the tips.
Don't think too much. Don't pay attention to the wall or the sand trap or
Don't
slicing.
look at places
No,
you don't want to go.
exactly. Don't look at
That's
the
a good tip.
That's a general good tip. I
We're
like
getting deep tonight. We're really,
Good tips.
we're
Straight from the
just
heart,
straight from the heart tonight.
philosophy from the bar.
But that's actually, I'm reading a book right now. It's The
Philosophy
Art of
from the Bar.
Not Giving an F.
Yes, I have seen that.
I wish my
and
Russian professor would have had that
it's a
attitude.
good one. But that's the premise. Is like it's almost like the
Thanks for getting that.
Yeah. I'm with
ballsy
you.
version of The Secret, where it's
Yeah.
like what you think about too much is going to mess with your head a little
Yeah.
bit, and so just stop giving an F.
It's an
about
interesting
giving
thought, though,
things.
because they only both have that start out.
Yeah,
there,
the
so
star.
you'll
You
never-
can't.
Yeah, you can't figure it out with the star.
I have no idea what they're going for.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
But
See?
inside the book's a little different.
That's right.
I forget. I've kind of glanced through it, but I've never read the whole thing. But
Yeah, it's a good one.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
starting it now, but that's the base premise so far. Is just if you think about something, then you're stressing or giving an F about stressing about the thing, and now you're thinking about how you're stressing, and now you're stressed about stressing about stressing, and it's just this crazy whirlwind that you're going to work yourself into for nothing.
there was somebody, don't know who, that basically had a quote along those lines. It's like an old historical one way back.
Yeah.
Basically, that someone that worries about something, or somebody that worries about death dies 1,000 deaths versus dying once, because they worry about it all the way up till happening. So they've lived it every time, and then they live it when it happens. So, don't worry about it all the time because you're living it and you don't have to.
Yep.
It
And
doesn't-
worry about the present is a lot of that.
Yeah, think about it. Most of the stuff you worry about never happens anyway.
I've been trying.
Yeah.
I've been trying to teach myself that for a couple of decades. I've also been trying to teach my 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And I like to prep a little bit on that,
I
though.
think
Like,
she's 16.
I was always taught, maybe from Chris, our CEO, or maybe my dad, I'm not sure, but like prep for the worst. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I think Tim Ferriss talks about that a lot too. Like, what's the worst that can happen? And then if you can prep for that, you're fine.
I always say
But if you
that's
stress
what
more,
lawyers do.
Really?
Little
Prepare for
bit.
the worst.
Yeah.
We hope for the best and we prepare for the worst.
I've heard of
Yeah.
the ABC, prepare for or think about the best thing that could happen, the worst thing that could happen, and then prepare what's most likely to happen.
Okay, yeah.
So
you
prepare
see-
for all those three, and you're good to go. It's just three things.
I just received a call the other day. So they had this property, inherited it, didn't pay attention to it, went up on tax sale. They were able to retrieve back one of the parcels, but the other parcel that it was got taken by somebody else on a tax sale. However, the person hadn't actually got their deed yet. They gave me a call because they needed to it was the only way they could access this parcel, this property that they own, which this parcel was technically still in their name, but they had put a link, a chain link on the fence, a lock.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Put a lock on, and so the guy needed to clip it. So he called up the cops and said, "See, I still own this property," and I clipped it. And he calls me up and he's like, "Am I going to get arrested for trespassing?" He was afraid he was going to prison for getting onto his own property at that same time.
And I'll take care of it.
He was preparing for way
There you go.
more than the worst.
Yes.
But that's stressing about the stressing, where he just had one phone call to us, didn't charge him, just a phone call. It's just no, hey, that right there, you literally did everything you could to do it right by the books. You're not going to prison.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. You're not. There's not many things worse things you guarantee.
Not for that,
but for that specific
If this
thing,
is all true. You're
yeah,
good to go.
based on what you just told me, but calling us and just asking these questions, I don't know how many times they've just lifted a burden,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you have those clients. You have some clients you don't hear from very often, and then you have other clients who worry about every little thing. And lucky for them, we're pretty accessible.
Levels of
So
warriors. You guys actually, I talk about you guys a lot, just as people. I
That's
think
Thank you.
I do. You guys are awesome for that. Just that knowledge that you have in it's that whole open to share. And so my friends will same thing. Kind of the premise of this whole show is, you'll take tips from the people at the bar, not from the people that have taken the bar.
Yeah,
and for
right.
us, we'll be sitting around with a beer talking, and I'm like, man, I have this issue and I don't know who to talk to. And instantly I'm like, well, you call them.
There's a show called
There's
This Is Bar.
hey, there's a show. They're like, well, I don't know if I want all my business.
Send them a
So,
question.
Yeah,
but
send
you're
them
like,
a
call
question.
them.
Send them a
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
We'll, we'll answer questions offline too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will. If it's
Yeah.
personal, we won't answer it
Right.
Yeah, we don't have to
So
answer
Sally
it on
from
Facebook. Yeah.
and we have a website, so you don't have to actually
Yeah,
call.
you can
Some people
go-
don't like talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you
One
can
time,
shoot us a
one time
message.
watch
and,
our
like,
first time call.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, the contact form allows you to
Yeah.
dump a question out there for us.
And we get those immediately.
it goes to the right.
Yeah.
It goes to all of
You
us,
guys
and then we can
respond.
have the right
Yeah.
person follow up.
There's all the expertise, throughout all of you guys. So
Yeah.
someone's going to have the answer. And maybe it's not the answer you
We're
want,
good
it's
for
the
that.
right answer.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I had a phone call like that
happens.
today where there's a bad actor in a situation, and my answer was that you can't do what you want to do because you have a process you have to follow, and while it may not seem fair, it doesn't have to be fair. It's the law.
Yep.
And there's a process that has to be followed, just like that person's supposed to be following the process. It's not. So, but they wanted an immediate fix and be able to jump in and it would just heal itself. But it's not gonna. It's gonna be an issue. So, well, before we go too much further,
Yeah, we got to
our
brag on
rock
Isaac a little
star.
bit.
Oh, did you happen to notice? Oh,
You may not recognize him
the
now.
Valparaiso magazine right here did a spread on score.
Oh, wait.
There he is.
Who is this
Oh,
hairy
well,
guy?
that guy?
Who's that guy?
Oh, that guy?
Oh, look
May
at
not
that
recognize him.
guy. You might not recognize him now. Shaven.
I lost a lot of hair.
It
This
is.
is
It
summer
is.
version.
This is the summer version. This is taken during the winter.
He's been
You know,
shedding.
I woke up from hibernation, and that's just kind of how I looked.
Now, notice all the smiles on the people's face that are listening. That's because Isaac's there.
They're
So-
very happy. You can tell in their photo they're very happy. And
They are.
Very
Yeah.
engaged.
Very engaged. They're very, It was an interesting conversation.
They're smiling about business, so you know
We were.
Isaac's involved.
We're smiling about
How
it.
do
So
we know?
when was this? When was this?
The actual picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was months ago. I forgot about it.
Okay.
I totally forgot
nice.
because they were busy actually writing the article and everything.
Nice.
I called How to Start a Business 101. Really, I volunteer with SCORE Mentors. And now SCORE is a subsection of the SBA, and it provides free advice to businesses. We become mentors for your business and give you guidance on how to get started or how to expand, or if you come across a struggle that you just need to talk to a mentor about. The reason I joined is because it's just a wealth of knowledge. I mean, most of the people who are SCORE mentors are usually retired executives or retired business owners, people who have been there.
Yeah.
It's just
To know ins and outs. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's a great organization. If there's a lot of nonprofits I point towards there because they can help you at least get started on the right path towards filling out for a 501c3 application. Right? If you need to put together your business plan, maybe you need to get a loan from a bank or something. You can go there, and it's a great place to get started. And I honestly don't feel like I'm business law. I work with the small business. I help them get started all the time. I don't compete with them. Honestly, when I see them, I see them as such a value added to my clients. When I can say, you know what, don't pay me to go through all this stuff. You should go through this and have a mentor guide you with that. Now, if I'm your mentor, I won't be your attorney. If I'm your attorney, I won't be your mentor. But there are plenty of amazing mentors over there who can definitely help you out. And like I said, I can't recommend it more. I don't want to brag, but we're platinum over there. We're one of the best in the state for SCORE mentors. So it's a pretty great chapter. It's located right over there at the Valparaiso Chamber of Commerce. They normally have meetings anytime on Wednesday mornings. That's it. If you're a business and you want to know something about something, hit us up. SCORE.
Tips to being awesome, right
Tips
there.
to being awesome.
That's it.
That's it.
So Jenny's been with us almost since the beginning of our firm.
Yes.
Valpo Life has been a great partner for us as we, venture into trying to set ourselves apart in the world. As we tell people, we know there's no lack of attorneys in the world, and so what do we do to help people find us and know what we can do? And so Valpo Life's been a real great partner, helping us promote this, helping us put our blogs out there, did some great features on us, made us look good, made us sound good.
That's easy.
So maybe just a little bit from, I would assume everybody knows about
I
Valpo
hope
Life, but
so, but
surprisingly, there's a few people that are maybe watching from someplace else. The concept I will admit, and I've told this story to Jenny, when I met Chris Mullman, who you referenced earlier and started this, he was talking to me about this, and I just kept looking at him like, I can't grasp where you're trying to go with this and how it's going to work. But he totally leveraged the internet to cherry pick what was going to be promoted.
Yes. So the main base premise that we started is positive only. So we're a positive only news source here in the region, full media. So we do videos and we do articles and we have coverage people. You see at a bunch of events if you've seen our kind of billboard shirts. They're loud and proud, and we love to be at all of the good things happening. And so we help a lot of nonprofits similarly learn and get their news out to a whole new audience. But then also we want to help for-profit companies who oftentimes, if a story gets picked up by other medias, it's because it's negative, right? So if NIPSCO, something happened, NIPSCO just gets bashed all over the place. We want to pull out the good stuff that maybe never makes it to the other medias and never makes it. So we really try to shine a light on the positive things happening in the community, whether for-profit or nonprofit companies. And that's working with you guys. What we've also tried to do is just really showcase who you are as people and how each of you have your own individual specialties and knowledge. And I think it's been, like I said, it's easy for you guys because you guys are really good people. You're doing really great things. So that makes my job easy.
We try. We do.
Go on.
The tip for the bar is getting some reach. I did get a call from North Carolina.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Earlier this week about somebody that saw our
Where
tip
were you
for the
again?
bar.
Oh yeah, I called
Yeah.
North Carolina.
You saw it, really?
Yeah, no, and they said I saw it, and he had a question, and I was like, I don't know, you're in North Carolina.
Immigration,
North Carolina
though.
law.
Yeah, hey,
That's
that's
immigration.
immigration.
Bankruptcy.
Yeah, she's
Bankruptcy.
got
Bankruptcy's
it.
okay too.
It's bankruptcy, it's
Yeah.
federal. If it's immigration,
Yeah, it
federal,
was,
it's all the nation.
So
I'd love to help, but I
I
said,
have a
yeah, you need
client
somebody
in
there.
Virginia right now. So
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Yeah, so I can do all
That's
states.
cool.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Well, and that I had a call from
I'm
somebody in
sure.
Indianapolis,
Yeah, exactly.
and what she said was, I watched, I saw some stuff that you all have done. I've read some stuff you wrote, and yeah, she's like,
That's awesome.
I really felt like you
Understood.
were someone I could talk to, and you understand what you were saying. So we're doing a phone call conversation tomorrow to kind of talk through her issues and elder law question that she had. So, I mean, that's our whole goal is to really try to, we say it all the time, lower hurdles, get people.
I think,
talking with Jordan, and I think we'd be interested in opening up a CCSK Law South in Florida for immigration and bankruptcy.
Yeah, right.
This year, I mean,
they really are.
I'm willing to uproot my family's lives.
Yes.
And
I'll
take
miss
this.
the winter most.
I will miss the winters.
We can do like
I
a
will miss
6
the
month, 6
snow.
month kind of
Yeah.
trade off.
Yeah.
And I think
Well,
we should
unfortunately,
do this.
their practices are state based.
They need
Yeah, we
to
have
be
to sit here.
Yeah.
So you can come down. We'll have our annual meetings down there. and You can write that on.
Right.
Okay, that works. That works.
I'll need to cover it, so I'll be there.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
we need coverage.
absolutely.
We need coverage.
Yeah,
Right.
That
we
would
need
be
coverage.
awesome.
I've got to
It'd
be
a big
there.
Well, you've chimed in at different points when we've been doing tips and
Yes.
asked questions, and so it's neat to know that you all, as you said, you're out in the world at times and commiserating with each other about something that pops up, and so
I love the
we just
videos you
try
put
to-
online of driving in different cars.
One day I'll probably call you about an issue.
It's just some of those cars are like, man, that'd be so cool. That's like major bonus time before you work there.
No, yeah. Everyone's like, I feel like all you do is drive around in cars.
But
Like,
no,
just so we
it's-
know, like to be clear, that's after my 40. So, but it is definitely a perk of the job.
But you know what? You
Definitely
need to
fun.
do more of that because that's always fun.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a fun one. And this is fun too. Like I love sitting down and like I'm just half the time I'm asking questions I don't necessarily need to know the answer for, but I want to know the
That's
answer.
Yeah.
And then I'll just be like,
Am I going to prison? I'm asking for a friend.
asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
So
Yeah.
I have this friend. Yeah.
From
that's
Canada
exactly.
that has an issue.
But I think that's the thing. Like everyone gets so nervous. Like, what are people going to think about me, or what are people? And it's like, who cares? We've all needed legal advice for something.
And you know, some of that stuff,
Yeah.
that's why it's better just to put it through the website, through the contact form, because then it comes an email, it's hush hush, nobody knows about it. And we can deal with it separately.
Or just put it on here and say, I have a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have a friend that
Log in
I
with
have a
somebody
friend,
else on Facebook.
signals it's yours.
And we can't ever answer anything too specific. So
Right.
even
Yeah.
if you make
Right.
a question
Right.
specific, we'll generalize it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because you can
You
only
know.
give so much information.
and if
about
you
it.
have that question,
Yeah.
tons of people
Yeah,
have
that's
that
it's the old, you know, if
You're not the
already-
first one to ask it. You're not the first
you're
one.
not
to
out there
do
by
it.
yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
no means
Somebody's had to deal with the same issue as you, and so
Right.
like be comfortable enough to know that you can call and ask the question, but just someone's been there too. You're not
And
the
it's
first person
free to call us.
Doesn't mean you're a
Free to
bad
submit
guy.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
know
don't start charging as soon
A
as
lot
the
of
phone
people
call
are
picks up.
afraid about
I had
that.
tried to break down that wall for you guys. That is something, even when I talk to my friends and I'm saying, hey, just call these guys. They're like, well, but no, really, like you can just call. They're not just going to send you some random bill,
Right.
right? It's a phone
No.
call.
It is amazing
Like,
to
and
me.
they,
We
they
talk
won't be able to.
we talk about this
Yeah,
all
we
the
couldn't.
time.
We literally
I don't
couldn't.
know
We
where
won't.
they live.
People are afraid to call, like even make that first call because like somehow magically we're gonna like a 900 number charge your phone
We're gonna
thing, right?
trip it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we have
Can we
heard
do that?
so many times that people like couldn't set an appointment without knowing there's going to be a couple $100 charge or whatever. And it's just like,
I've
we
actually
just totally
got
break it
clients that have specifically said, well, we didn't come to you because you were willing to sit down with us for a minute without charging us because everybody else wanted like $250 to be able to even sit down and ask them,
Yeah.
you know,
And
should
I
we
didn't
do
even talk
this
to the
with
attorney. I talked to the receptionist who told me it was going to be $250
Right,
to
yeah.
talk to the
Yeah,
So
attorney.
that's the funny stuff. Like, oh, the receptionist said it was going to be $250 or $200 to
Yeah.
sit down, and
If you
Like-
call us or contact us, one of us will call you back, or
That's not
one of us
something else,
will
yeah.
email you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we try to do that.
Yeah, it really is you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
We don't have a lot of filters. We don't have many filters.
Yeah.
that's a tip for being awesome.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think that has to go on the list.
if you've watched any of our tips from the bar, we sometimes need filters, but
yes, well, good point.
but normally when we're talking about clients and such, it's that way. But yeah, so that's been, I think, our goal from the beginning is just trying to. I get frustrated with the inability to get out in front of people. I had just got some feedback from a presentation I did with for an advisor here in town, Todd Wooten up at Blue Sky Financial. They do a monthly thing called Morning Brew, and they allowed me to come in and do a presentation, and I think we had 40, 50 people there. And it was very free flowing. I had 15 minutes presentation and just other questions start coming, and so.
Yep.
Wait. You
Yeah,
got a
shocking.
discussion in 15
Shocking.
minutes?
Yeah, it's about that, maybe. But my 15 minutes may not be someone else's 15 minutes.
RG's
Okay.
An RG 15 minute.
It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
15. It's like, how
I
big is
just
this?
saw
Is this
Chris,
big?
Chris actually, our
Yeah,
CEO,
Chris
just jumped in, and
popped
he's
in.
the same way. So I'll make fun of him knowing that he's listening.
Yeah.
He is He's like, we always joke in the office, like he'll email you, got 5 minutes? And you're like, well, do I actually have 40? Because it's just never gonna.
Well, yeah, we'll run
five
in,
is not
you know, he pops into Blackboard like on a quick thing, like he's in and out, but half an hour later, he's like heading back with melted smoothies because we're talking. But
it
yeah,
is usually
it's awesome
a
though.
conversation.
But I'll tell you what, because of his energy, I think it permeates through your staff.
Right.
Yes.
He wants to talk to you about what you're doing and how can they help and like so we're brainstorming something off the top
Everybody
of our
I've
heads.
met from your company
Like,
kind of
no,
you guys, it's like everybody's like pumped and ready to go and
very positive.
Yeah.
I want to go
We're
drink the
excited.
water there just
Right,
to see if I can
exactly.
get some of that because it's great, especially
Yeah,
in the
drink
early
some of the water.
morning.
I
It's like-
need some of that water.
I need some of that liquid water. It is, I mean, because it's so often in media though, you find out like when you're rushing to the car wreck, right, or to the scandal, they don't want to see you. They're angry that you're there. They're doing one of these. Don't take
Right.
my picture. But in positive only media, it never happens, right? Everyone's always excited to see you, and it's like the awesomest job ever, just to be able to be like, I'm going to go drive a car for the day, and they're going to say thank you,
Yeah.
or I'm going to show up and have a beer with people, and they're going to say
Yeah.
thank you. Like it's cool.
Darn.
I know,
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
you know, we're showing
Tough
up.
work.
I know, right?
And we do. We work a lot of hours.
I was gonna
It's
say,
always
but you
fun.
guys keep a crazy schedule
You
because
do.
I mean
you do. You're always on.
you have people at
Yes.
everything, whether it's graduations or sporting events or picnic or anything going on in the community. You have people
somebody's there.
there,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
not just Valpo
No,
because you've got
yeah.
people in Portage, you got people in LaPorte County,
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
in Lake County. I mean,
Can I
it's
say a positive
phenomenal.
thing that I'm really excited about?
Sure.
Yeah, go.
Soul
It's all about
Asylums,
positivity.
Soul Asylums playing at the Popcorn
That's
Yeah, I
Festival.
bizarre.
saw that.
I'm
I
sorry.
have some friends that are huge fans. And
No,
they're
yeah,
really
it's just-
excited.
I'm wow.
I wouldn't
That was-
have
my
thought
wife
that they'd
pointed
gotten
it
to
out
that point already.
Yeah,
And is
they're
it like
bigger than
one
that. They were
person
late-
for
late
Soul Asylum?
90s.
It's just like
Yeah.
acoustic.
90s for
You
sure.
remember it's
Yeah,
been 20
acoustic.
years since they've
Has it
really
been 20
It's
years?
been 20 years.
Wow.
But it's
Yeah,
like
they were late
it's actually their
90s for sure.
roadie, and then he's put together.
He's
a
It's the cover. It's spelled one letter different.
But-
It's the cover band.
Yeah, it's
Same
amazing how that
band.
works out.
No,
No,
there
very
was
good.
one thing I wanted to clarify, and it goes to what you were just saying, where you guys have people everywhere. You have like different names that you really go by. Your
Yes.
ideas in motion media, but
So you
What
guys
is
know
this?
us best as Valpo Life
Right.
because of
That's what we always
Valparaiso.
talk
That's
about.
where you guys are located.
Yeah.
So we've got Valpo Life, that was first, and then Portage Life, and then LaPorte County Life, which covers both Michigan City and LaPorte, and
Nice.
then Northwest Indiana Life, which is Lake County centric, but we see some traffic from Chesterton and such as well. So we're kind of everywhere. So our names,
lot of
ideas,
life.
and motion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of life, yeah.
Yeah.
So we cover the
But I'm
whole
just,
region.
yeah, I'm just saying, to cover all that area, there's tons of stuff you guys got to get
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and we've got
That's
a lot of help. I mean, we've got number one students, so they write a piece for their school. So they're usually
Oh,
in
that's
high
cool.
school, and so
Nice.
they turn in. So we've got like 30 of them
Cool.
writing for their school, so we get that. And the
Okay.
schools obviously send us some info too. But then we've got some freelance coverage people. We've got our core staff of like 12.
Tons
so
of photographers.
tons of
Oh, yeah.
photographers.
the amount of
yeah.
pictures that you all put up on the
Graduation
web are
season's right around the
amazing.
corner.
Prom, graduation.
Yeah, we've got
There's
I
like
think
probably
45
20
graduations
proms coming
on.
up or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it is
Proms are
crazy.
insane. Prom and graduation are probably the two biggest. Graduation, we try to cover every single high school in the region that we cover, and then most of the colleges as well. So it's I think we counted this year's 44. And
my
of course, that's
goodness.
within a 3-week span, and it's actually only within 6 days.
Yeah,
And so-
wow,
That's intense.
It's a little crazy,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
fun. I mean, I covered a couple last year. I got trained. That's not necessarily my job, but in our company, we say like, if you've got a camera, you're a reporter. So go cover that graduation, Jenny.
Well,
there it is.
Right.
Yeah,
There
you're
it
going.
is.
That's right.
I'll recruit you guys this year.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, well,
Right,
do
some
what we gotta
pictures.
do.
Yeah,
Actually,
But I think what's cool-
We're not gonna be good, but I'll take some
She's
pictures.
at the high
I
school.
will teach you. I promise. So it's
Fingers
not-
over the camera.
So I'd be talking to my daughter. She's at the high school. She loves to write. So
Yeah.
Really,
There
yeah.
you go.
Because I mean, there's so many opportunities that they can get published before they go to college. It's a really good opportunity for them, and then for us, it's fantastic because now we have an ear to the school.
free labor.
Yeah, and we even pay
Free
them.
labor.
We even pay them.
Wow. Child labor. Well, there you go.
Child
I like
labor.
that. Right. That sounds like a legal issue.
Wait, are there any laws on that?
We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
CCSK.
Not it. That's all right.
Not it.
Yeah.
No, we pay them. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
even, they can make some cash on the side and be published before their
That'd be
college
cool.
apps.
Wow,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
It's
I'll
fun.
definitely have her.
There you
Yeah,
go.
no
Now,
problem.
definitely, yeah.
Now we're on board with that.
See, now I'm getting new hires in.
There you go. Look at
The job
recruiting.
here is done.
So, but so we appreciate you joining us.
Thank
Our
you,
first
guys.
guest, by the way.
Yeah.
First time we've had an
Thank you.
outsider
We've been
guest.
doing
We're
this
the first
almost a
special
year.
guest.
Yeah.
You're the first
We've been
one.
doing this
It's been
close to
almost a year.
It probably has
Has
been a
it?
year.
Yeah.
But the weather hasn't caught up with us.
No,
Because
because last
We
year,
started
what was
outside.
I think it was
the first year we did it was
And we'll
out,
keep- we'll
it had
get
to have
back
been May.
outside.
It had to be
Because
May
we were
or Don
Don Quixote.
Quixote. We were Don Quixote, and it had to be May.
Yeah, the first year, the first time we did it was outside the porch there.
But it was
So-
it was cool though. So it was early May, I think.
Yeah, it would have been. That's when
So-
the outdoor dining stuff goes up May 1.
We'll have to
Okay.
have a 1-year anniversary special.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
Don Quixote.
yeah, exactly. We'll have that.
Yeah.
If the,
Special
the weather comes up and the
Yeah.
outdoor stuff comes up, we'll be a little more mobile.
Man,
but
I wouldn't bet on it with the way the weather's proceeding right now.
No,
This is ridiculous.
I'm hoping that they sometime can actually figure out how to forecast the present temperature and weather,
Yeah.
let alone like 15 days out. I just
Well, also
focus,
remember that
focus.
Right.
15 miles that way is going to be 15 degrees different.
Yeah,
Right.
now
No,
that
Just
Florida,
remember,
it
if
gets
you
colder.
go back,
Yeah, I mean, I could go on by the weather. I don't even understand what happened with the weather yesterday. It's like, if you watch, I'm a junior meteorologist wannabe, and I took an atmospheric science class in college. So,
so he's like, yeah.
I used the term isobarp
yes.
properly the other day, and then
No.
Tom Skilling used it. I'm like, see, I know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
So, but anyway,
Wanna know the weather? Call
there was
us.
a
Wanna know
weird
if you're
low
going to
pressure
prison?
system. It
Call
looked like a
us.
hurricane.
See, I have an app. It's
Two
called
tips for the day.
it's called
Yeah.
What the Forecast.
Nice.
What the forecast?
Have you ever heard of that?
That's
It's the
the
funny
funny
one.
one, yeah.
Oh, it gives you like
Is it like
Very
you're gonna hate this
very
today, go back
inappropriate.
inside? or
Very
something?
inappropriate.
It
Like we
is.
very
cannot read it.
inappropriate.
There's going to be a lot of
So that's
asterisks.
the filter we discussed earlier meeting.
Yeah, we gotta have that filter.
Adult language.
I can't read that, but I read it to myself.
Yes.
There were asterisks. In
There was
there
asterisks.
that
Yeah,
we
it
would
was
have
kind of
to.
like-
But it's
Yeah.
hilarious. We all like snap
But
it.
it's
I
also
like
true.
take a picture of it and send it to my friends and stuff. We all text
Yeah.
it back and forth like, "Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe what this one said." It's
That's
hilarious.
fantastic. It's like me
Plus,
in
it just
school,
brightens your
like-
day in the morning. And the way the weather's been lately, it's
And even
been-
if it's bad, you're still like,
yeah, it's so
I
easy to be
laugh
laugh
about
about
the
it.
terrible weather, and it's okay.
Or I can show my wife and
Everything's
say
awful.
Florida.
I was told we have a firm opening there.
Yes, yes.
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 Let's go.
CCSK South.
Got to pull that
Coming
trigger.
soon.
I have to pull that trigger.
We have actually expanded our little horizon.
We
Yeah.
are. That is. We should probably
So talk about
announce
that,
that
yeah.
today.
Yeah, we have a
That'll be our last thing. Is our
Yeah, we have a new.
Associate.
We all sort of work contractually with our law firm, and so we have a new attorney that's working with us in that way
Mhm.
over in Elkhart County. Ashley,
Yep.
Ashley Collier is joining
Oh,
us.
awesome.
Very excited.
Very excited about that. I met Ashley.
You guys now
Pre-law
have a region,
school.
too.
We're doing really. We do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were down in Indianapolis at a thing called Clio before law school started, which was kind of a prep course for law school. And she was down there. She's a non-traditional student, has a young family over in the Elkhart area. What's that?
Was it clean?
Yeah, I was at Clio. Because you know what I found out was they just
Not that clear.
there weren't enough old white guys working in the law, so
Oh.
I needed to be prodded
Sure.
along.
To do that remedial.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I was blessed by it though, because it really helped me sort of get focused and understand the some of the nuances of the law, but or the law school, I should say. But anyway, so Ashley and I met there, and she started at VU, and then she went to Notre Dame. I saw her car. She had a Notre Dame license plate, and I said, I'll give grace. And
Notre Dame's awesome. So you,
Okay.
I give grace for Purdue.
My husband's
All
a
right,
big
I
fan of
understand.
Notre Dame too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
them
lived
out
in
there.
South Bend for quite a few
but
years.
then I remember she's an alum, so I had to give her that. So
Yeah.
but anyway, we're excited to have her on board. She's
Yeah,
going to be.
Yeah.
We gotta have her over here for one of the Monday night.
Yeah.
You should definitely come. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's focusing in areas of where I'm working, state planning and outer law, but she's also bringing to the table some business
IP.
stuff and some IP stuff. And so
Yeah.
it
We're
helps
talking
us.
trademarks,
An extra whole
copyrights.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Which has been,
good.
as we talk about our reach. We met with a couple of financial advisors today, Pam Martin and Chris. I can't remember Chris's last name.
Oh, I don't have
From Strategic Wealth. And but anyway, what we sometimes underplay is how many areas of the law we do cover.
It's huge.
Yeah,
There's a lot of times
Yeah.
we're back
There's a
and
lot
forth.
less
We'll deal
than
with
we-
one and we'll hand it off to somebody else or something. What's his name?
Chris Yellow.
Yellow?
Yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah. But we had a great conversation with
Yeah.
him.
Slow.
He does a lot of work in supporting businesses 401 plans and things like that.
Oh, yeah, the
So,
401k plans.
Pam, who actually I did a presentation with her last fall. and then she joined strategic.
I actually just did a presentation with her like a
you
month ago.
Was that when she was at her new place?
Yeah, this is
Strategic
strategic financial group. That was through the strategic financial group. Yeah.
Which I knew the company I've known it for a number of years. I mean, one of their founding partners. So, but anyway, that said, we team up well. We pick each other up well. So if I'm doing something and I need somebody to help come in and help with a corporate structure or succession planning or something, it's real easy for us to, bring somebody in. We were talking about the fact that all of us come across family law, and so we're talking
Immigration,
about pick that stuff up. Yeah. I've been surprised how many immigration
That's
issues
probably one of
have
the
come up.
coolest
So.
things I see with you guys is that because each of you guys have your expertise and you're a great team, it's so easy that you can be like, actually, this is so for you, or for
Yeah,
you, or whatever.
absolutely.
So having another one that's
And
similar
even
would be helpful.
I'm licensed in Illinois,
So we've leveraged that.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
stuff too.
Yeah,
Definitely
you
helped
know,
us
you
with
get
that.
the right help.
Yeah. I think we've all worked with each other on something because we've all
I
had
think so.
clients.
Yeah,
we have.
I've worked with
Yeah.
every single one of
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
on
exactly.
something.
Yeah, because I was working on.
Super awesome.
In fact, I haven't.
Teamwork. Teamwork is so important.
Yeah. So, but people once they find somebody in the law, they don't want to have to go find somebody else. I met one of our clients. I shouldn't say met. I ran into one of our clients last night at Blue Point. I see him out every now and then. He and his girlfriend, and he's so happy about the experience. I mean, how often does that happen? You're like, man, I love working with you guys.
When
on
they-
this stuff,
when
man.
attorneys-
I mean,
Yeah.
exactly.
We get
It's
happy clients.
hard to-
because they come in-
That's
yeah.
amazing.
And you get that
That's
same
what-
experience with each of us.
It's good.
Yeah.
We all do work a little
Well,
differently, but
and
it's
that was
all
something
that
that
same.
Isaac and I ended up working
You guys have
together
that
on.
same
Yeah,
premise.
and so
Yeah.
it was a great experience for him, and we solved problems that he didn't even initially realize were problems,
Right.
or knew they were problems and didn't know how to address them. And so we started talking about this over here, and as we were talking, I said, "Look, there's a point where I need you to talk to Isaac because I can't complete an estate plan until we understand where your company is."
Revamp their
Yeah.
bylaws,
Yeah.
the shareholder agreement,
Yeah.
make sure that their structure was in place
It's one of
properly.
these family
It
companies
does
have been
kinda take
handed
a
down, and
village
they're running the
sometimes,
company, but
yeah.
they don't know structurally if they're.
We've got a
Up
few
to where
people
they
that have
need to
dealt
be.
with three of us.
Really?
Yeah, the three
Oh
of us
yeah,
have
yeah,
one.
yeah,
True.
that's true.
But that's
Yeah.
probably like the ultimate like hand holding experience where they're like, thank you. You all helped take care of
It
me.
takes
and
the
now
burden
I
off,
feel
yeah.
I feel so much better
Yeah.
and safe.
Well, and it's nice because you get that you finally find somebody you can deal with, and then you can get that same experience through other areas that you need help with, rather than going out and trying to find another attorney
Right.
that
Right.
deals in a different way. It's like,
Well, and if
I
somehow
know
you
this
got
experience.
outside our fence lines, we know people
Yeah.
that we can
Comfortable
refer
with
that we
that,
feel
yeah.
comfortable
Yeah.
turning you
100%.
over
So
to.
I
Yeah.
can trust to
Right.
say,
Yeah.
this person can help us with this.
Well, and that goes to what one of the advisors we were talking about. When you refer or make a recommendation, that's a high honor. I mean, I consider that because
Yeah.
you're taking a chance that you have a client relationship and that you turn that over to somebody else and they're going to take that same level of care and understanding.
Mhm.
And
If
it's a
not,
hard
gonna
thing
come
to
back
do.
on you.
Yeah,
So
it's
it
going to
is.
come back on you.
There's trust there.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
when I look at the comments that we got from the Blue Sky presentation, that makes me feel good because now I also know that was a value add.
Yeah.
From them, their perspective.
I think
too.
about like the
Or them.
Godfather standards, like I vouch for this guy. Vouch for this guy.
That's exactly it, though.
Yeah, like
That's
honestly,
true, though.
that's.
I mean, I thought the
It's a-
Godfather was there. I mean,
Oh, thanks. Yeah, wow.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando, that's
present.
Yeah.
Hey, that's nice. Yeah.
So-
Come to me on the day of my daughter.
We just completed our first guest appearance.
Yeah,
I'm so
that's
excited.
awesome.
I was
So
so
awesome.
excited. I
Thank
could
you.
do this all day. You guys
Yeah.
are so much
I
fun.
know.
Thank you.
This one we need to extend
Danny
this longer
Craig
than
with
half an
Valparaiso,
hour.
thanks to Chris for popping in and
Came in early.
Nat and
Yeah.
Candace joined us a little bit
Janice
online.
Knapp. Yeah, he moved away, so you're getting some traffic from
So there we go.
Cali right now.
Oh,
right?
really? Nice.
I
Nice.
think so.
So wherever he
I
might
think
be.
so.
I got some
Yeah.
clients out there.
Yeah,
that's
see?
cool.
That's cool.
We got
Yeah,
them
I'll
all over
bring
the
you
place.
guys there for sure.
We do need to visit out there. We'll get a CCSK West going.
Yeah.
and we'll get out to
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Not me.
I'll
I'm
take
good.
that.
I'm good.
You got this.
here.
You got West. So
Oh,
for
I was
it.
gonna say, I'm
You
gonna
go
go
south.
I'll go south. You go
I'll
west.
go
We're
west.
good.
I'm looking to go to Michigan. I'm not sure.
North. You're going to CCSK North.
Yeah, I'm heading to the north.
Okay.
All right, whatever you like,
So,
whatever makes you happy.
Yeah,
guess
so you look,
somebody's
we're diverse and yet we're all together.
Well, check us out at CCSKLaw.com.
Yes.
And feel free to go ahead and, in the contact forms, let us know if you have a question that come to all of us so we can help you out with that.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks again, Jenny.
Thanks
Thanks,
again.
Ray,
Thanks
Valpo
for
Life.
joining us.
Thanks, Chris, for checking in. There's a
Check out Valpo Life and Portage
Yeah,
Life.
please.
Life and
Yeah,
the
all the
5
life
Medical
sites.
Life.
County Life.
Yeah.
Northwest Indiana Life.
Yeah, you guys know.
Yeah.
There we go. So thanks again. We'll be back next Tuesday. Hopefully next Tuesday is the first day of May.
First day of May.
So there might be
Whoa,
outdoor
might be warm
seating
weather.
to hunt up, and
Maybe.
hopefully the weather will cooperate. And
Hopefully we'll see
if it's
outside.
up.
Yeah.
There you go. That'd be great.
You can find us here, but you may find us
There.
someplace
Out
else as
there.
well. So thanks for joining us, CCSK Law,
See you
and
next
have a great week.
Bye.